I work a record, start playing one of my records early as not out just to get the feedback from the crowd before I'm trying to find a new record. So then when I get the feedback, I'm like, okay, this is what we need to go with. And then the record come out, boom. By that time, I not played it 2-3 months. They not already heard it. It's all right. Now everybody, by the time I'm saying I'm finna drop it, now everybody want it because it ain't out. I'm playing it. So that's how I built the buzz up on Keep Going. Cause I played Keep Going for about 3-4 months before I even, put it out.
Put it out there, yeah.
And so by the time when I finally said, we're gonna drop Keep Going on New Year's, everybody like, I'm ready for it. I've been waiting on this. I just want to build that anticipation because that's the song that everybody like.
In the rollout, these days, the rollout is very important because it was a point in time where you could just drop a song and people gonna listen to it, run it up, but it's like now you really gotta promote it and
it's that
put
anticipation.
It out
that anticipation when you give it to when you give somebody, say you make some brownies, you give somebody one, boom. Oh, this is a good brownie. When you gonna make some more? I don't know yet. Man. I don't know when I'm gonna make some more.
Now they waiting on
man. When you make them, I'm gonna pay for it. And when you make a bunch of man, let me go on here and get all the brownies you got there. You build the anticipation of somebody already had their little first taste of it. So
and then on top of that, it's so many artists these days that when they, like even mainstream artists, when they drop music, it's limited promotion and we don't hear about it at all, and it's kind of like, dang, like, you feel like you missed out on a song or something.
Yeah, but see, that's why, I think if I wasn't DJing, I think I'd be just like that. Because I know that I got to keep up with the new music, but I wouldn't be as caught up with music if I wasn't a DJ. Because then me being a DJ, I get music 2-3 months
you
early,
hear what's going on,
and I already know what's going on. So then when everybody's like, I've been playing that song for almost 3-4 months, y'all late. But now it's just like you gotta keep up with the new music because you don't know how the sound gonna change because the sound change every week that everybody want to do.
Yeah, and then with the sound changing, do you feel like there's a lot of artists that kind of go off of what everybody else sounding like?
I do.
Especially being a DJ, because I know like when you having your sets, it's like a lot of times to where you can play like a whole hour worth of music with artists that just sound. Keep the vibe going.
Keep the vibe, but they all sound
alike.
Like,
dang, I just sound the
same. I just said this. I be trying to mix it up. I don't want to play too much stuff that sound the same. But I mix it up. Boom. All right, let me switch vibe. But boom. All right, let me go back to this sound. Boom. Let me play something else. Boom. But if you play it back to back, and it all sound the same, after a while, it's just like, man, come on, change the song. Change the song.
You start sounding like the same song over and over
again.
Man, so I know you saying, you come across a lot of music and you got the chance to, really hear a lot of these records before they even drop. But like, what's some of the artists that you checking with right now? Like, who you listening to right now?
Man, it's a lot of artists I'm listening to. I'm listening to my dog BSR Cash. I actually could say I brought the record Throw Baby to Texas because I got it from Stewie Rock in Atlanta because Stewie told me about Throw Baby last January. And we was at the Coalition DJ anniversary. He was like, man, it's this record called Throw Baby, man. It's finna be hot wide up. I said, well, give it to me. And he gave it to me, and I brought it out here, and I started playing. But people was looking like, what is this?
Yeah, it been out for a while, but we just started hearing it like last few months.
Yeah, so I had been playing it since last January. So it's just like, I made a relationship with Cash and his people. Same thing with Money Move. With Hitting, I had been playing Hitting since 2019. When I got it from Stewie.
And that's one of the biggest club records out right now.
Record right now. I'm listening to that. I'm listening to Ken. Of course, E-Bang. Shout out Erica. Of course, myself. Lil Baby. I'm listening to a lot of Lil Baby. I've been listening to a lot of everything. Everything been catching me lately. I've been on Dirk. I started getting on Dirk a little hard, too.
Yeah, I ain't Dirk jamming for real.
Yeah, Dirk jamming. I've been on Dirk a little hard too. Who else? It's a lot. I listen to everything.
I also see that you work with a lot of these up and coming artists. Like I see you on songs with people like Taz the Realist. And I know this because a lot of times they reach out for a promo and I'm like, Mr. Wired Up on this one too. I promote a lot of songs that got you on there.
Man, because I feel like if I got a big platform to serve people and you working, I feel like I ought to work with you. I don't want to just be like, nah, I don't want to work that person. Nah, but if you working and you want to work, I'm dying to work. But it gotta be you working. Like, I don't want to do the record, then I'm pushing the record harder than you pushing the record. You done did the record with me, and you started pushing a whole nother record. It was like, well, what was the purpose of me doing this record with you? You're not even gonna push it. So it's like now, talking with the team, it's like now we gotta make it. Everything gotta be strategic. If you ain't finna do a video and it ain't the single, I ain't gonna do it. I'm just had to sit back because it's like now my name on everybody's record. So it's like, nah, we gonna pass on that one.
It was another record I seen you on. I forgot her name. It's something that you just did recently with an up and coming female artist.
Big Stoney.
Yeah, Stoney.
Yeah.
I've been seeing her name pop up a lot too lately.
I did. Me and her got the record called Lil Freak, and I ain't not yet, but of course I've been playing it just to build a suspense on it.
Is there any artist that you would, that you want to work with?
Man, I want to work with a lot of people. I just like doing music. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people. I can't make no names, no list. It's just some people now I'm reaching out to everybody. Everybody actually reaching back to work. So I'm like, man,
it's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time. Not for me. I'm like, man, everybody want to work. Some people don't know me. And then the people that do know me, I DJ, they don't even know I rap. And then you got people that's just like, oh, you a DJ? You just started rapping? I'm like, nah, I've been rapping. I ain't just wake up in the morning to say, yeah, let me start rapping. But it's a lot of people. Like I say, man, if it makes sense and you working, then I'm working. All I do is work. People ask me all the time, man, do you ever sleep? I'm always up.
And I was going to ask you too, what is your motivation to maintain such a consistency?
I just don't want to fall off. Like, it's all the work I did. All the work I done did, I don't want to just stop and then just
came too far to go home.
Came too far to go home, and I don't want to just stop. A lot of artists, they get to a point, they get to a certain level, and then they stop. Then you don't hear from them no more. Then out of the blue, I got a new record, and this was 2 years later down the line. Like, where you been for 2 years? But and then once you start and then you stop, it take longer for you to get back in that same position where you stopped it, versus you just falling off and coming back and then everybody back on you.
Yeah.
By that time, that little space, because once you stop, you ain't stopping for no week. You gonna stop for some months.
And then once you get that buzz, you gotta keep it going.
Yeah, it's the consistency. If people see you consistent with it, they gonna keep rocking with you. You gonna build new fans. You gonna build your stock gonna go up, all that, because everybody gonna know what you can do.
Right. And being an H-Town artist, what's your current thoughts on the music scene in H-Town right now?
I like the music scene in H-Town. I'm speaking as a DJ because I've been getting some good music. It's some good music out here. It's just the fact that a lot of these people don't know where to take their music. A lot of people just go to the same spot and be scared to step out of their comfort zone and take it to anywhere else where they don't know nobody. My thing is, if you go somewhere and you comfortable, that's not the spot you need to be in. If you go somewhere and you not comfortable, that's the spot you need to be in if you got your music. Because you don't know if somebody will be like, I don't like this, or I like this, but versus all your homeboys in the same room, hey, that's jamming, man. Tell me go play your stuff, bro. Woo, woo, woo. Versus you going somewhere.
Because they gonna rock with it anyway.
They gonna rock with it anyway. You go somewhere where somebody don't know you, they ain't never met you, they ain't never heard your music, introduce yourself. Hey, man, my name's such and such, man. I got this record, man. Wanted just to get you to check it out. Woo, woo. If you sit there long enough, them people might be like, oh, he really trying to let me check it out and play your record just to see what it sound like. But a lot of people in this, like, they scared of no, they scared of rejection, they scared I don't like this, they don't scared. Anybody you tell that to, they gonna say you hating. It's because they so used to everybody else telling them they jamming. Yeah,
and it's hard to give artists an honest opinion.
It is. It's hard. I mean, if you gonna be in this, you gotta be able to take that constructive criticism, because you the artist. You need the people to listen to you. If they don't like you, they not gonna listen to you. And if you can't take it, then this ain't the job for you. It ain't.
And then I always tell people, like an artist like Drake probably recorded 100 songs a year. But when that album come out, it's about 10 songs, and it's a reason before that.
He's spacing out that music. He don't want to give y'all everything.
And then he got people around him that's like, that's not the one. That's not the one.
He don't. That's the thing. You never want to keep yes men around. You gotta have somebody to tell you, nah, don't do it like that. Do it like this. Nah, that record cool, but it ain't no hit record.